Today we are going to uncover the truth about the wings of a balrog. There is a lot of debate on the matter and I'm going to dive deep into the lore to clear this up once and for all. Do balrogs actually have wings or is it just a myth? In the next 6 minutes I'll examine the text, share the pros and cons and eventually uncover the secrets that lie within the shadows. By the end of the video you have a clear understanding of the truth. To better understand this debate, we need to look into their origins. What are they exactly? How did they come into being? Originally, balrogs were Maya, persuaded by Melkor in his prime and eventually followed him into darkness. They were beings with hearts of fire, cloaked in shadows, wielding whips or swords, and spreading fear among their master's enemies. The most notable balrogs are Gothmog, the Lord of Balrogs, and Durin's Bane, the balrog that fought Gandalf at the Bridge of Khazad-dûm. Many people believe balrogs have wings, largely influenced by Peter Jackson's adaptation. In the Fellowship of the Ring book, 2 passages fuel this belief. The shadows about it reached out like 2 vast wings. And a bit further down the text, it drew itself up to a great height, and its wings were spread from wall to wall. Additionally, in the appendices of The Lord of the Rings, particularly Appendix A of Durin's Folk, it is written, "Thus they roused from sleep a thing of terror, that flying from Tangorodrim had lain hidden at the foundations of the earth, since the coming of the host of the west, a balrog of Morgoth." And in Morgoth's ring, from the history of the Malurt, swiftly they arose, and they passed with winged speed over Hithlum, and they came to Lamoth as a tempest of fire. These texts mention wings and flight, suggesting that balrogs indeed have wings. Before we conclude, we need to consider the counter-arguments. 3 balrogs were killed that we know of. Gothmog, the Lord of Balrogs, was slain by Ictelion during the fall of Gondolin, and the other 2 fell from a great height to their death from the Silmarillion during the fall of Gondolin. Many are the songs sung of the duel between Glorfindel and the Balrog upon a pinnacle of rock, and both fell to ruin in the abyss. And Gandalf's account of his battle with Durin's Bane. "I threw down my enemy, and he fell from a great height, breaking the mountainside where he smote in his ruin." These texts indicate that they fell to their death, which wouldn't happen if they had wings. Both pros and cons have valid arguments, but there is only one correct answer. Let's go back and revisit their description in the Silmarillion. They have a heart of fire, clothed with shadow. Here in the Silmarillion there is no mention of any wings. The text mentioning wings and fly should be interpreted metaphorically. Like 2 vast wings describes the spreading of the shadow, not his actual wings. In the next passage that stated his wings spread from wall to wall only refers to his growing shadow that has spread from wall to wall. Regarding the word fly, in other texts it signifies speed. Like the moment before Gandalf and the Balrog met upon the Bridge of Khazad-dûm, it is said in the text, "Gandalf came flying down the steps." The word flying doesn't mean that he actually flew, it means that he came very quickly from the steps. In the Book of the Silmarillion, Melkor couldn't find the city of Gondolin because it was surrounded by mountains. It was only visible from the sky. If the Balrogs indeed had wings, they would have found the city of Gondolin way before Maeglin's betrayal. As someone who saw the movies first, I don't mind Peter Jackson's winged Balrogs. Durin's Bane looks terrifying and demonic. But to be honest with you guys, the Balrogs don't have wings. They have their shadow that can grow and spread, just as we read in Book 2 of the Fellowship of the Ring, but they are not actual wings. Let me know down below in the comment section if you agree with me or even if I've changed your mind. There are more debates among Tolkien fans than just the wings of a Balrog. One of the major ones is the true identity of Tom Bombadil. In the next 6 minutes, I'll explain to you who Tom Bombadil really is and I'll break down the most compelling theories about his origins. Stay tuned because I will show to you that there is only one true answer to this question. I'll see you in the next video.